Hi, everybody. This is Grandma Kay again. We're here with your third story. It's a really good one because it's how Jesus walked on water. We all know that that's almost impossible. In fact, it is impossible. Have any of you ever tried to walk across a mud puddle or across a swimming pool? You know that as soon as your feet hit the water, they sink. Well, here is a wonderful story about how Jesus walked on water. The disciples were just waking up in their boat. They had been out on the water all night. Yawn, stretch. Oh, it was so early the sun wasn't even up yet. Andrew rubbed his eyes and looked into the fog. Hey, he whispered, do you see what I see? Ooh, it's a ghost, James cried out in fear. The disciples were shaking in their sandals. They were terrified. Though through the fog, they could see the outline of a person walking on the water. It was Jesus. Don't be afraid. It's just me, Jesus said. He waved a friendly hello. If it's really you, Jesus, tell me to walk on the water, Peter said bravely. Okay, Jesus shrugged. Come on out, Peter. And the water is fine. Gulp, Peter swallowed. Hard. He placed one foot onto the water. Plop, it didn't go under. He tried the other foot. Plop, he was standing. He kept his eyes glued on Jesus as he took a few careful steps. He walked faster and faster. Splash, splash. Only his feet were getting wet. Jesus smiled at him. Peter felt the wind blowing on his face. He took his eyes off Jesus and looked up at the dark clouds. He felt afraid. Uh-oh, his ankles were wet. Uh-oh, his knees were wet. Uh-oh, Peter was sinking. Help me, Jesus, save me, he yelled. Jesus reached out his hand and pulled Peter out of the sea. Why did you stop looking at me? Jesus asked, holding tightly to his friend. Don't you trust me? The wind stopped. They climbed into the boat full of cheering disciples. Hooray, this proves it, they said. You really are the Son of God. From that day on, the disciples were excited to tell everyone they met about the power of Jesus. Would you have been more like Jesus or Peter if you saw a person walking on the top of the water? Well, I hope that if you were Jesus, you would reach out a hand and help your friend. This is the last story. Have a good rest of the summer, and hopefully I'll see you next year. This is Grandma Kay signing off. Bye.